Hi. Oh, that's my friend. You could hear that? Ka, ka. And the little birds chirping. Chick, 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 chick. Okay, it's a wonderful place. It's a wonderful place to go live from. I'm here on the terrace and I was just enjoying the sunset. And that's when I remembered the promise I made to Akansha that I would be going live with a story. Oh my god, which story am I going to be sharing? What story am I going to be sharing? Aha. Can you give me a thumbs up if my voice is clear and you're okay with this environment? If I can get a thumbs up or a like or a comment. Hey Akansha, thanks for being there. Oh yes, I could see quite a few thumbs up over there. Thanks a ton. Thanks a ton. Hey, hi. Okay. So here it is. Here it is. What story should I be sharing? I was just enjoying the sunset and I saw the crows talking to the sparrows and telling, "Hi, how are you all doing? Where are you all heading to today?" And they all said, "We are going home and we're going to just have a good sleep, a good night's sleep." And that's when the little sparrow just came towards me and said, Mira auntie, why do people talk about dinosaur? Why do they keep talking about happy dino feed? And what stories can we get to hear about dinosaurs? And that's when I said, "Oh, little sparrow, I have some stories. Maybe I would share that to this evening." And here it is. There was a tiny dinosaur, a baby dinosaur, who was playing, and he ran towards his mommy and said, Amma, I want to jump. I want to just, hang on those branches of the trees. I want to sing. I want to run, and I want to run around the house. I want to run, around the bushes. I want to climb the tree. I want to climb the coconut tree. And the mommy dinosaur said, "Yes, you can definitely do that. But you got to be really careful when you're doing that." And the baby dinosaur said, "Okay, is it wrong to jump? Is it wrong to run? Is it wrong to, hold the branches of the trees and swing upside down?" And the mommy said, "No, it's perfectly okay. But you gotta be careful." And that's when the baby dinosaur were telling, "Mama, you know what? My friends were teasing me that I have a flat foot. I have a flat foot and it's really difficult for me to do gymnastics." What? Mommy dinosaur was surprised and she said, "You have a flat foot? You want to jump? You want to run? Aha, and your friends were making fun of you, that's what you said? Okay, I have some story for you." The mommy dinosaur started. And here it goes. The mommy dinosaur took the little dinosaur, the baby, and she made him sit on his lap. And she said, "Oh, baby, when I'm going to be sharing this story with you, are you okay with the crows doing caw-caw?" And the little baby said, "Yes, Mama, I'm okay with that." "And what about if the bikes go and swish?" And the baby dinosaur said, I will continue listening to you, Mama, because I love stories. And how does it matter if the bikes are going in a swish mode or if the goats are bleating? It doesn't matter, Mommy. Just tell me the story. And the mommy dinosaur went on. She said, "Listen, it's not once upon a time story. This is a story about that little girl, 5-year-old, cute girl. Like you, she loved jumping around. She loved climbing the trees, swinging upside down, holding on to the branches, and then, thud, she used to fall down, again climb the trees, again fall, jump, run, and this is what she loved doing along with her Pooja Didi." Then the little baby asked, Mommy, what happened? Didn't her mommy papa scold her? Why is she jumping like this? Mommy dinosaur said, No, baby, they didn't scold her. Because it's good to jump, it's good to run, but we got to be careful. That one little thing is taken care. Nobody would ask their children, don't jump, don't run, don't climb the trees. And then the mommy dinosaur said, she loved jumping. She played with her baby, Pooja Didi. That's when her ma and baba felt, oh, let's get both these little daughters into sports. I'm sure they would enjoy because they love running, they love jumping. Why not put them into sports? I'm sure they will do something over there. And the little baby, I'm going to tell her name at the end of the story. The little baby, she accompanied her dad, her baba, who was the national weightlifting champion, to his gymnastic where he was the coach. Every day she used to go with her baba in the scooter, sitting in the front, enjoying the scene around. Oh yeah, where were they living? They were living in Agartala, Tripura, the beautiful state in northeastern India. She enjoyed seeing the agar trees, the pineapple, the oranges. It was a beautiful place. Every day she went with her baba and he was coaching his students over there. She used to come back. And what happened? The baba put her in gymnastics. Oh God, it was so tough. Gymnastics? I'm sure you all know, children, that it's just like it's just another, it involves lots of acrobatics, aerobics, the swish, the cartwheel, and it wasn't an easy thing. She went, her baba put her in gymnastics. She cried. Oh Baba, it's so difficult. I'm unable to do that. But Baba said, keep trying. You love jumping. You love going around the trees. You love climbing the trees, swinging upside down, and gymnastics should be easy too. Let's give a try. Keep trying. You may never know, baby, one day. He just paused. And the little kid, she said, okay, Baba, I will do that. And every day she accompanied him. She practiced. And one day, she just did the superb cartwheel. And everybody were awestruck. Ma and Baba were like, oh baby, you did it. It's lovely. And the little kid, she was so happy. She felt so happy, motivated, encouraged. And she said, oh, it's good to jump. And to jump in gymnastics and perform all those stunts. She went on and on. At the age of 9, in the northeastern state, there was a competition for gymnastics. And she won a gold medal. It went on and on. She kept practicing. She kept practicing continuously. There was one thing. She had a flat foot. And that was little difficult. It's because gymnastics is all about the balancing act on the wall, on the bars, those jumps and those somersaults. Though the little one did that, the flat foot was making it a little difficult. And that's when her coach, yes, Suma Nandi, introduced the little baby, the little girl, to another coach, Vishweswar Nandi, Guruji. That's what the baby calls him as, Guruji. To him, he helped in coaching her. Lots of practice and efforts. The flat foot, yes, she developed a little arch in her feet. The flat foot, it is like tap, tap, tap. And when there is an arch like this, it is easy. It helps the gymnastics to balance the act. And she did it. There was no look back. She went on. She took part in loads of events. She won medals. She won accolades. She won, name and fame. And But there was one little difficulty. When it involved practicing, there was not an apt place to practice. Because when we talk about gymnastic, it involves the bars, the walls, and the landing position need to be a cushioned one. That's when her coach, Guruji, yes, Vishweshwar Nandi, what he did was with a motor, when we have to jump, we keep jumping, it's like a spring action. So he got the motor particles to create that spring for her to jump. And then the mesh for the vault, the mesh was stocked one above the other to create a vault to balance. And then the car seats were the cushion for this little girl to land on. And she went on. She practiced not 1 hour, 2 hours, but she practiced for almost 8 hours a day. And then she was tired, moody, but she never gave up. She went on and on and on. She won lots of accolades. She participated in Commonwealth Games. She won the bronze medal. She took part in the Olympics. But what was the motivation? At that point in India, there was this person, yes, the first person, Mr. Ashish Kumar, who won the gold medal. And this motivated this girl, yes, even I should participate. And she took part and she won the 4th position. And that's when Vishweshwar Nandi, yes, the guru, said, "Oh, little girl, you've been doing so much. Might be now I need to train you with one more art." And that is called Prodnova vault. Yes, it wasn't an easy thing. It's a difficult thing to practice for a gymnast. There were only 4 women who were really flexible in doing the Prodnova vault. And she was coached and she won medal in this too. Though not the first position, yes, she won medal, she won the name for our country, and there is no look back. She has been participating in lots of events. You want to know what's her name? Deepa Karmakar. Yes, it's Deepa Karmakar. I was sharing the story about her, the first woman gymnast and someone to win a accolade for us after the 52 years, right? And in India, if we talk about gymnastics, yes, there are places where people coach, they train children for gymnastics, but still we are in a stage, we are climbing up the ladder. Deepa Karmakar was the one who never gave up. She to practice, she was staying far away from her house in the hostel and she practiced continually. She gave up on junk foods, she gave up on her favorite ice cream, chocolates, but what she never gave up was the discipline and the confidence, right? And time management. Yes, I heard a couple of her videos. Oh, where did the mommy dinosaur go? She was the one who was sharing the stories with you all. She slept off. I have the baby dinosaur. Baby dinosaur? Yes, this is the one. She is a person who believes in time management. Mummy, the baby dinosaur is waking up mommy. And the mommy woke up. Here I have. Who is talking? Who's sharing the story on my behalf? Mira, go away. Okay, I'm going. And now we have the mommy dinosaur sharing the story with you. Mommy dinosaur said, baby, so you can jump. Doesn't matter if you have a flat foot. Hold on to the tree strong and keep jumping. That's what Deepa auntie also says. Keep practicing. Wake up early if you really want to achieve something. And then remember to follow what you practice. So this was the story that I wanted to share with all of you. And this is a story written by Srilata Menon, illustrated by Sonal Mehta Vaswani, and it is published by Pratham Books. Yes, it is available in Storyweaver too. So this is a story about Deepa Karmakar again, the first woman gymnast from India. In fact, Nadia from Romania who has spoken about Deepa, that someone who she's not come across like a person like Deepa who's been, you know, passionate about gymnastics, passionate about what she does, and continues practicing. So that's it from Meera Auntie. Anything else you think Meera Auntie can share with all of you? You can give a thumbs up over there, or else I will take my little dinosaur with me and say bye bye. Hey Akansha, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks Rashmi for listening to the story from bus stop. Yes, it's written by Srilata Menon on Deepa Karmakar. DIPA. DIPA Karmakar, yes. Available in Pratham Books. So I enjoyed the story, sharing the story with all of you. We have lots of stories. It's very important to pick up some stories which is happening in India too. So, hi Ella, it's end of the session and I want to say bye-bye. Thank you all for joining in, and here is a bye-bye. Ta-da!